that recent exposure of Shyama Mira Singh's fabricated claims by the Tamil Nadu police is yet another reminder of the agenda-driven media and influencer ecosystem that has made a cottage industry out of maligning Hindus and Hindu saints. And one can say it is a clear-cut propaganda, and they are aimed at distorting the image of the majority community of Bharat, manufacturing mistrust in traditional institutions and creating a civilizational inferiority complex. Namaskar friends. In India Things Today, I will explain how some frustrated people or some frustrated organization or some so-called journalists, they feel happy to give a bad name to Hinduism, Hindutva, Sanatan Dharma, and they time and again one has seen that they have been exposed. So today another lie is exposed, and I will tell you how the ecosystem keeps failing in its anti-Hindu crusade. You all know that recent exposure of Shyama Mira Singh's fabricated claims by the Tamil Nadu police is yet another reminder of the agenda-driven media and influencer ecosystem that has made a cottage industry out of maligning Hindus and Hindu saints. Mr. Singh had shared so-called evidence that purportedly linked a Hindu saint to a sexual assault case in Tamil Nadu. His claims created outrage and were picked up by several usual suspects in the digital media echo chamber. But the Tamil Nadu police, in a press statement, categorically rubbished his claims, and there was no login, no digital footprint, no association between the alleged accused and the saint or any religious figures. It was a pure fiction designed to inflame, mislead and provoke. So this is not an isolated incident, as I told you in the beginning. Time and again we see the same pattern. An unverified claim goes viral on social media, usually portraying Hindus or Hindu institutions in the worst light possible. Within minutes, influencers, media portals and so-called fact checkers pick it off and start weaving a narrative. These narratives are rarely paused, questioned or subjected to due diligence. When the truth finally emerges, it's too late. The lie was already travelled halfway across the country. The tragedy here is not just about defamation or misinformation. It is a clear pattern of targeting, Hindu beliefs, saints, temples, and practices while maintaining a deafening silence when similar or worse crimes happen within their community or religious setups. Sometimes I feel why these narrative creators, why they are so much fed up with Hindu? Why they are allergic about Sanatan Dharma? And why repeatedly they want to defame Hinduism, Hindutva, temples? So it is clear now that their agenda is clear. Every time they will create narratives and we fall trap into it. When truth comes, people will forget that. Before that, the character assassination of a particular saint will be done. So, one can say there is a selective outrage. this asymmetrical activism. This is neither journalism nor activism. And one can say it is a clear-cut propaganda. And they are aimed at distorting the image of the majority community of Bharat, manufacturing mistrust in traditional institutions and creating a civilizational inferiority complex. So the ecosystem that is complicit in these acts consists of a cabal of ideologically motivated journalists or YouTubers, social media influencers and activists, many of whom have been vocal about their disdain for Hinduism and its resurgence under a government they politically oppose. They hide under the garb of free speech, freedom of expression, freedom of speech. Yet their pattern of targeting is anything but neutral. One cannot ignore how their selectivity is often timed with elections, court cases, or socio-political flashpoints. So it indicates a deeper political motive behind what they portray as humanitarian concern. And now, see, it is no coincidence that whenever a Hindu saint or Hindu institution or temple is involved in social service or mass mobilization, an attempt is made to tarnish their image through spurious cases, distorted narratives or planted media stories. So Singh's case is just one more in a list. It's just a single case out of a long list. And remember how fake narratives were spread about the Kashi Vishwanath Corridor project, quote unquote, destroying temples, or how fabricated statistics were floated around Sabarimala to justify breaking its ancient traditions. These narratives collapsed under scrutiny, but not before damage was done. So Tamil Nadu police swift and clear rebuttal in this case is really commendable. We must thank Tamil Nadu police in this case. It demonstrates that even in a state where political undercurrents often sway institutions, truth can still prevail when the law is allowed to function independently. Singh's tweet now stands as a monument to falsehood, bereft of login records, devoid of factual basis, and completely disconnected from the reality of the case. What should worry us? What should worry us, however, is not just the lie, but the speed and scale with which it was accepted by so many people. It's obvious. The layman or the general people, they don't go deeper into the facts. They will just see the flash news, breaking news, Hindu saint misbehaved. That's all, to tarnish the image of anyone. Why Hindu? With anybody. And you all know, now it's a digital age and perception shapes reality. A old-time lie is more dangerous than a delayed truth. And that is why there must be consequences for such reckless misinformation. Freedom of speech never mean freedom to defame entire communities. They are targeting Hindus. They are targeting Sanatan Dharma. They are targeting our real history. So friends, it is really high time the Hindu community and its institutions demand accountability from those who repeatedly try to vilify them. They must expose them. They must be careful before taking any decisions or any idea about someone or some institution. They must check the facts, because whatever breaking news or whatever news is served is not 100% true. It may be a cooked story. It may be a narrative or agenda. So, this is not about vengeance, it is about justice and equal treatment. That is why I said that the ecosystem may keep trying to manufacture hate, but with vigilant citizens, it is the duty of common man, common vigilant citizens, proactive law enforcement and a growing culture of fact checking from the grassroots. Every lie will eventually collapse under the weight of its own deception. Truth doesn't need amplification, it just needs time. And as this case has once again shown, truth always stands tall. I will repeat that truth always stands tall. Friends, being a journalist, being in the field of media, I have seen that let us create awareness, at least for the Generation X. They should understand that whatever they are served or they are reading in the daily newspaper or in any platform, social media or anywhere, YouTube or anywhere, they should not accept it or believe it. So, Uday India, as you know, always fights for this sort of cause. Today also, we thank Tamil Nadu Police and we raised the issue. I hope you will appreciate our initiative and share the same view before the public. That's all for today. Thank you. Namaskar.